Hi there, it's Kevin from RogueDeckBuilder.com here with the last match with Burning Vengeance. The third round, actually, the guy never showed, so I got a free win out of that to go into this match 2-1. We did win Game 1 against Red Deck Wins and lose Game 2 against Naya Humans. So this is technically Game 3, or technically Game 4, but Game 3. And we are on the play here. This is a decent hand. We have 3 lands and 2 Faithless Lootings. Goblin Electromancer to speed things up and think twice. So we'll keep it. Throw out the Sulphur Falls here. Diagraph Ghosts. We're facing zombies. This is another bad matchup for us. But the Goblin Electromancer can speed things up if we can get him to stick here. But he's most likely going to die next turn. Which it is the red version of zombies, so he immediately gets Searing Speared, and I take 2. So not looking very good for us. We don't have any removal. The Thought Flare is actually a bad card to draw, but we're able to Faithless Looting into double Faithless Looting into cards that we need. Get that Pillar to get rid of definitely that Messenger now. But we're going to continue to take some significant damage from this Diagraph Ghoul. Hopefully we can draw like a Snapcaster. There it is, our Snapcaster. And we're able to flash it back and snap away the Diagraph Ghoul as well. So we're in decent position. Little behind on cards due to the Faithless Lootings. That's not a card we wanted to see. Probably the worst card, in fact. And same with the Steam Vents coming to play tapped. But we're okay if we can draw and answer the Falconer Aristocrat. But a lot of times now he can protect it with another creature, but the double Falconer Aristocrat is basically game for us here. This is the power of zombies. He curved out perfectly with a 1, 2, 3, 4 drop right in a row. So basically this is his nut draw, so I don't feel too bad about getting blown out of the water here against zombie nut draw. So we will go on to game number 2 here after, I guess I'll let it play it out so you can watch him kill me. Game number 2. So basically in zombies, what happens is the Augur Bulls comes in, the extra Pillar Flame comes in, and the Flames of Firebrand come in. And I also do bring in the Rolling Templars. And what I take out is the Thought Flares and the Goblin Electromancers and the Gutter Snipes. They're not very powerful in this matchup if I'm just going to be rolling Templar away all of their creatures. I don't want to hit my own. So, and also it gives them a lot of dead cards like Pillar of Flames and Searing Spears that don't really have decent targets. They end up just hitting me with them, which I do bring in the negates for those. So anywho, this is a keep hand as well. Play the Silver Falls into play. Tapped. And Diagraph Ghoul, that's fine. We can pillar it next turn if we want to. And I decide not to because I can get a lot of value out of this Rolling Templar if he would have played anything but that. See, now if I play the Rolling Templar, he can just sacrifice a Diagraph Ghoul and keep his Vamp alive. So we'll just end up pillaring the Diagraph Ghoul and forcing him to sack it to his Vamp right now. Have a negate up, and still we can get some value out of our Rolling Templar. I do decide, I don't know if this is the right move here, I do decide just to flash in the Snapcaster Mage and block his Bloodthorn Vampire. The key to beating the deck, this sort of deck, is to get rid of the Falconer Aristocrats and the Bloodthorn Vamps, because then they can protect their messengers from getting pillared away by sacking them in response, and that's no bueno. So I do like to see that Burning Vengeance. We'll run it out there. And we do have a Desert Ravings in the yard, and I think twice that is going to be in the yard pretty soon. The Messenger is now a huge threat, especially with that Falconer Aristocrat coming out. So I do flash back the Desperate Ravings, and he does sack his guy to make his Falconer Aristocrat indestructible. So I'm going to end up taking 6 here and going down to 10. He does look like he is getting a little bit flooded with the 5 lands, and he didn't get that perfect curve this time. He got a decent curve, but I think Arachnos Guildgate had to come in and play tapped, and he wasn't able to curve out perfectly this game. So anyway, we will I think do we end up pillaring here? Yeah. End up pillaring here. Getting rid of that Falconer Aristocrat and Searing Spearing the Messenger. 2 cards to 3 cards. I just can't see a Thundermaw Hellkite or another Falconer Aristocrat, and I should be okay. So I'll throw out the Augur Bolts and hopefully find something, which we find 3 things. Oh no, we can't take the Burning Vengeance, so it's between a Syncopate and a Desperate Ravings, and I think with the Burning Vengeance out right now, that the Desperate Raving is a much more powerful card. So we'll take it. And we have Think Twice at the end of turn here to kill off anything. We can kill off that Gravecrawler now at the end of turn with a Think Twice. And we'll do that. I do like to see the lands hit a land drop every turn. This deck gets more powerful with more lands, of course, with being able to cast and flashback everything. And once again, the Vampire Nighthawk would be big time card disadvantage, but not when we have Burning Vengeance out. We can just keep playing a card for a card. And get rid of some excess lands here. So we'll pillar it and flashback a Desperate Ravings to get rid of the Nighthawk. And have a lot of Rolling Tumblers. I don't know if Rolling Tumblers are the right move against the zombies, but they can have tons of value. Especially if they're using the Knight of Infamy version. So glad to see that Think Twice. Izzet Charm's nice too. Such a good utility card. And Flames is basically going to take care of any threat that he takes out. And yeah, we're getting pretty lucky here. He is getting big time land flooded with 7 lands here. But that's the nature of the game. And we will syncopate that Messenger. Everything's flowing just right for us. No caverns either, so this is working out great. So for 5, so he can't pay for it, and we can still Think Twice here. And I love to see that Essence Scatter too. And the Burning Vengeance is basically going to put us out of reach here. Now he can even cast a Falconwrath Aristocrat and another card, and we can take them both out with Burning Vengeance. But he does scoop here. I don't know if I agree with that scoop. Yeah, we did have a negate and an Izzet Charm. Izzet Charm's kind of dead though against any sort of instant. But I could still see him winning this game out if he wanted to try and play it out. But he scoops. Burning Vengeance would have. Yeah, think twice. Yeah, we just have a and a Rolling Templar, I guess. But we have 2 Think Twices, so that's 8 damage right there, I guess. So yeah, guess that's a decent scoop. So we'll go on to last game here. And we're on the draw, and this was a decent hand. I can't see myself mulling this land even if all of my cards do come into play tapped. But we'll lead off with an Izzet Guildgate. I love to see a Blood Crypt come into play tapped without a 1-drop. So next turn, we can either play... Hey, we give another Izzet Guildgate or a Desolate Lighthouse, but yeah, we'll have enough mana next turn to cast everything we need to cast in case he casts anything here. Cavern of Souls for Vampire. Did he mold? I think he did mold a 5 on this game too, so we got incredibly lucky against this matchup. I don't think that it is a very good matchup for us, but as you can see, we are going to win this game due to him mulling to 5 and then allowing us to really just take control with card advantage and being able to flashback all of our cards. If I get a Burning Vengeance online, it's definitely game here. But the good thing about this Falconwrath Aristocrat, him being tapped out, is he has no creature to protect it. We're able to pillar it away. And Augur Bolus here does hit a Pillar Flame. Now we're in the driver's seat here. So he is using the Knight of Infamy version. So we have a couple of options next turn. We can Flames it and do 2 damage to him, and save our pillar for a Messenger, or we can just pillar it away. We have a Snapcaster for a pillar as well, so I see no point in using the Flames. So I do need to find a Burning Vengeance. I don't know, I might go back up to 4 Burning Vengeance to guarantee that we have one. I'm only running 3 right now. But when I side the Gutter Snipes out, it makes this deck a little bit weak if we don't have a Burning Vengeance. But the way we go through our deck, we can find our Burning Vengeance quite easily. So we're still digging for the Burning Vengeance. Still haven't found it. But we can start wheeling down with our Augur Bolus. Have the Snapcaster up. And it seems like he is getting, well, 5 lands is decent, but I was hoping to draw an Essence Scatter there because he chose Vampire with his Caverns of Soul, but we didn't find anything. So we'll just take 2 here, and we're able to think twice, but we got a Snapcaster Mage. There's our Essence Scatter, 1 off. Anyway, we're able to, this turn, we're able to Snapcaster and Pillar and get rid of that Messenger. Which he does Searing Spear his own Messenger, but that saves us 3 damage. I guess for 2 damage does end up dealing from the Undying, but we can chump block here. That probably is the right move to Searing Spear his own Messenger, but still gets a card out of his hand. And victims, and this is a good thing about taking the Gutter Snipes and the Goblin Electromancers out, is he has a bunch of dead cards like that. I already got value out of the Snapcaster and Augur of Bolus. And he does get through with 4 here, put me down to 8, but he's completely out of cards. And I've got an Essence Scatter for a non-vampire, and 2 more chump blocking Augur of Boluses I can just chuck out. And I do hit a Rolling Templar there, and I'm able to get rid of those lands, and able to Flames of the Firebrand away that Messenger. And we got Essence Scatter mana up for anything but a vampire. And it doesn't seem like he drew anything there, so we'll Desperate Ravings. Still need to find that Burning Vengeance, but the Desolate Lighthouse will eventually find him for us. And that's good. We get to filter through all of our steam vents we didn't want. And if we don't care about the Diregraph Ghoul, we can block it forever. But I do... No, I don't decide to kill it. There's our Burning Vengeance. So we'll throw out a Burning Vengeance here and swing into him. And now we can do anything here at the end of turn. If he decided to attack, we could have in response Desperate Ravings and kill it, but we'll kill it anyway at the end of turn. So play another Desperate Ravings, and he scoops here, because we definitely had the game. I guess, yeah, Falcon at the Aristocrat couldn't even save him. He was pretty much dead on board here. So anyway, that is game number, or match number 3 in the standard daily. We ended up going 3-1. So this deck already got 6 packs for me, and 1 in a 2-man queue, so it's not doing too bad. I really like it. It does have some work. Open to suggestions. If anyone has some suggestions for this deck, feel free to comment. And as always, like and subscribe. It helps out a lot. And this is Kevin from RogueDeckBuilder.com. Thanks for watching.